What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? Now, this is my reaction to a Lil Wayne video. This is my first Lil Wayne video. It's about the history of Mixtape Wheezy, which if any of you guys out there around my age, or really any age, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of Mixtape Wheezy. Everybody's heard at least one song from the dedication, maybe No Ceilings. Everybody's heard some of Lil Wayne's mixtapes, and people think they're better than the album. So Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper ever. I think he's the best rapper ever, even though I'm a big fan of Jay-Z as well. I wanted to share this with you guys because this guy did a excellent job making this video with a lot of detail and a lot of pictures. So I'm gonna link him down in the description. But I do hope you guys enjoy this video. When and if you do, please like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll catch you later. C60, this is gonna learn you here a little bit, this video, because we'll never see another artist that went on this type of run ever again. Remember when Lil Baby popped off for like 3 years and they said he's having a Lil Wayne run? And then, you know, I still like Lil Baby, but I don't hear nobody saying that no more. Lil Wayne was doing this from the point where I was like late middle school all the way up until like he's still going. Do you find Charlie Chaplin funny? Nigga, how old do you think I am? Charlie Chaplin? Yeah, he's cool. I like him. Sammy Davis Jr., you know. Johnny Carson, all them niggas, you know. I fucks with them. Cool in my book. But anyway, honor Lil Wayne. Best rapper alive, best rapper ever. I'm not rich, so my L's are small. But here we go.
Wheezy, baby.
Yep. Yep. You boys never harming young. Wheezy, baby, you call me young baby. Ain't nobody fucking with me, man. I've been running my city, and I ain't just begun. Addicted to the game, remember the name. It's Wheezy, baby, January, December the same. Your new mixtape is old news. Been handling the game so long, my thumbs bruised.
The League Crew.
I'm done talking.
Bro, this is crazy already.
World mid.
Wheezy, baby.
Cartel, meet you connect.
Mic check 1, 2, on the way to third. Flow sick, put a straight jacket on my words. So sick, they think that something's in the herb. They think I'm gone, but I'm fine, like a woman's curve. Motherfucker, what it do? Holla at me. All them niggas tryna hate me, and them bitches tryna have me. I'm a money man, yep, I get it from my daddy. Ho and boy, we could beef like Noya and the Cali, yo. Holly grow my baddie, yo. Let that automatic go. Test me when I'm chillin' and I kill you from a patio. Bitch, my shadow look good. I'm just feeling wheezy. Hop in my shit and say goodbye, cause the ceiling's leaking. What do you know? I'm riding in the same streets my pops died.
Jeez, look at this. The drought, suffix, the dedication 2, the prefix, and then the drought 3, bro. And this ain't even all of them. There's another suffix in there. There's another drought in there.
And I got 'em, man. I get that money, tell my mama I'm grinding.
Myth. A traditional or legendary story usually concerning some being or hero or event with or without a determinable basis of fact or a natural explanation, especially one that is concerned with deities or demigods and explains some practice, rite, or phenomenon of nature. Myths have been told throughout the ages of time, creating some of the biggest legends known to man. Sometimes specific circumstances can transform someone into the greatest version of themselves, leading to tales that often seem too good to be true. The NBA had Hoodie Mello, professional wrestling had Perk Angle, and the rap game has Mixtape Wayne. There are many different versions of Lil Wayne, but none can touch his mixtape form. Fans of Wayne think that for the most part his albums are good, but he is an entirely different beast on his mixtapes. It's like all his attributes plus 20 when he's in mixtape mode.
Turn the
Whether it's
sliders
his
up.
Dedication series, the Drought series, or No Ceilings, Lil Wayne morphs into what seems to be an alien. This is why I'm here today to break down the legend of Mixtape Wayne. Before getting more into the video though, I would quickly like to plug that I made a TikTok that you guys should definitely go follow. I'm trying to get that popping,
Jeez.
so definitely go out and support that. And if you haven't already done it yet, go follow my Instagram too. That would be greatly appreciated. You guys can always reach out and just show me some love. It's all good. Leave down in the comments some of your favorite mixtapes and songs.
Bro, what? Look at all this shit. The Hot Boys, another Hot Boys. Oh, what was this one? What was this one here? This one had Fuck the World on it. I forget what this is called. Bro, some of these I've never seen before. S Squad up. S Squad 1 and wait, is there 2 of them? What is this one with Birdman? What is this one here? Bro, the block is hot. Bruh, what'd I do? What'd I do? What did I do now? Oh, this is the block is hot. Okay. The leak. I remember that. The drought is over. I am not a human being. I've never seen this one, Get It How You Live. Look at him. He's like a kid. I've never seen this one. Gotta look under my mic. Squad Up mixtapes. You didn't do nothing? Okay, just checking. Is this a drought? Does that say the drought? All right.
Songs on those mixtapes that Lil Wayne
Not
has
stolen.
done. But back to the story though. The legend of Mixtape Wayne starts during his Squad Up days. Squad Up is a group that Lil Wayne used to be in, with the 2 most notable members being Kid Kid, who later went on to join G Unit, and Gutta Gutta, who is known to have your girl like grocery bags. From 2002 to 2003, Squad Up released several mixtapes. These were legendary in the New Orleans area where Lil Wayne is from. It wouldn't be until 2003 when Lil Wayne dropped his first solo mixtape and birthed the start of one of his legendary mixtape series, The Drought. The series came about due to the original version of the start of Lil Wayne's legendary album series, The Carter, being scrapped. By 2003, Lil Wayne was 3 albums in and was gearing up to drop his 4th album, The Carter, in late 2003. The album ended up being scrapped, but Wayne ultimately re-entered the studio and re-recorded it, and it eventually released in June of 2004. In an interview with IGN in 2004, Wayne said that the first Carter was scrapped due to artists who were previously signed to Cash Money Records leaving the label. Artists such as BG, Turk, and Juvenile, who were in the Hot Boys rap group with Wayne during the 90s. Wayne raps about his friends leaving on his song I Miss My Dogs on the first Carter.
Oh, man, I
but
miss
because
my
of
dogs.
artists leaving, Wayne had to go back to the drawing board to create the final version of the Carter. The original version of the album went on to be The Drought as stated. I'm not gonna lie though, I definitely prefer the final version of the album over The Drought, but I definitely like a few songs on the mixtape. The intro is definitely the hardest track for me.
Kick is disrupting the streaming landscape, allowing actual growth for new streamers.
Why the fuck is he wearing that hat?
Thanks to their algorithm, it allows new streamers to gain viewers and followers.
I kind of want one.
It's young Weezy to the baby boy. Run up in your crib, put the glizzy to the baby boy. No, don't shoot, you must be crazy. I'm a motherfucking veteran. A coach couldn't play me. Huh?
The next year, in 2004, after the Carter's release, came the release of the sequel to The Drought. This came out in October of 2004, just 4 months after his 4th album. This is definitely the least talked about installment in the Drought series. Not a lot of people talk about this mixtape specifically, and after listening to it, I see why. Now, no offense to people who like this mixtape, but to me, it is not that good. At the beginning of 2004, Wayne dropped a way better mixtape, with that being The Prefix.
Wait, the prefix, and then when was the suffix?
This was hosted by DJ Khaled. The Prefix has 13 tracks, with over half of them being Jay-Z instrumentals. Some time ago, I made a video detailing the history between Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. Definitely a great watch, and it gives a deeper backstory behind the significance of this mixtape and their relationship. A quick synopsis is that in the song Bring It Back on the Carter, Wayne declared himself the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired, with that being a nod to Jay-Z, who infamously had a short-lived retirement after his 2003 album, The Black Album. Lil Wayne felt like he was the best now because of this. The Prefix is a really good mixtape and arguably the best mixtape that Wayne had to this point. Where I'm From is one of the best tracks on the tape.
The H is for high like I always be. And the O for Island Birds, but I'm from Eagle Street. Platinum muzzle on my mouth.
In 2005, Lil Wayne founded Young Money Entertainment, which is an imprint under Cash Money Records. The first project released under Wayne's label was Young Money The Mixtape Volume 1. This mixtape showcased rappers like Currency, Mac Main, Boo, and Rod Dizzy. By the time the label dropped their first compilation album in 2009, the only artist from this mixtape that was still on Young Money was Mac Main. The very next month after the release of Young Money The Mixtape Volume 1, Lil Wayne released the sequel to The Prefix with The Suffix. This was once again hosted by DJ Khaled, and this mixtape was really a calm before the storm. After this mixtape, Lil Wayne would go on one of the most insane runs of all time. Definitely one of the craziest mixtape runs. It started with The Dedication, which was released in December of 2005. This was produced and hosted by DJ Drama as part of his Gangsta Grill series. The mixtape was given the name The Dedication due to Wayne dedicating the first track on the project to his fallen soldiers. Hurricane Katrina occurred just a couple of months before the release of The Dedication, and it heavily affected his home state of Louisiana as well as the surrounding areas. His hometown of New Orleans, Louisiana got it really bad, and many people will still say that even in 2024, the city has still not fully recovered from the hurricane. According to DJ Drama, there are 2 different versions of the first dedication. There's one with him and there is one without him. The reason why is because DJ Drama was on tour with T.I. and Lil Wayne's team was rushing DJ Drama to get the tape done. Lil Wayne's team grew impatient and prematurely released a version without him. This version does not have the skits and a lot of the bells and whistles that came on DJ Drama's official version of the tape. But songs like Down and Out, Like That, Stilettos, and I'm a Rider are the highlights of the tape for me. Just weeks after this mixtape, Wayne released The Carter 2, which many people consider a classic and Wayne's real ascension to the throne. Now, there are some people who say that about The Carter 1, but personally, I feel like the second one is where he put everything together album-wise. On the album, he reiterated that he was the best rapper alive by titling a whole song that on the album. On Lil Wayne's next mixtape after The Carter 2, Wayne explains why he said this. His next mixtape was the sequel to The Dedication, which was released the very next year in September of 2006. This was just a month before Wayne released his collab album with Birdman titled Like Father, Like Son. The Dedication 2 truly changed the game and is often said to be one of the greatest mixtapes of all time. Wayne was in the prime of his career and proved that he was on another level
with his
contemporaries.
Look at the sidekick. Ah, shit. Look at the sidekick. That shit big as hell.
And proved that he was on another level than his contemporaries. A big example of Wayne being on a different playing field is the song Cannon. His verse on the song is legendary.
Follow your team to the championship. Choose up to 4 college basketball.
with the
Cannon.
yeah. Tell it to my motherfucking
Cannon.
How many times have I seen
There
this?
is so much out there about this song in
album cover.
particular. The original version of the song that's on Dedication 2 has Wayne, Willie the Kid, Juice, Detroit Red, and Freeway. Other versions of the song features artists such as Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, and T.I., and there also is just a solo version of Lil Wayne that came out somewhat recently. I think it came out like a couple years ago. Don Cannon produced this track, which is very apparent due to his producer tag being incorporated throughout the song. In an interview with Bootleg Kev, he revealed that the beat was originally for Trick Daddy. I'm glad that things played out how they played out and it landed in the hands of Wayne instead. But like I said in the beginning, Mixtape Wayne is a different breed. On mixtapes, Wayne commonly raps over beats that are popular at the time. On Dedication 2 specifically, he rapped over beats like Oh I Think They Like Me by Dem Franchise Boys, Poppin' My Collar by 3 6 Mafia, Hustlin' by Rick Ross, etc. Now I really don't want to go down the rabbit hole of legalities behind mixtapes. I would be here all day explaining it, but essentially mixtapes are supposed to be free to avoid those involved being sued because most likely they are sampling without authorization. This is why for albums that you sell, you have to get clearances and things like that in order before you release it. You ever notice when an artist like Lil Wayne uploads his old mixtapes to streaming services and some songs are missing or flat out get changed? This is because they cannot get the samples cleared and things of that nature. In a bit, I'll talk about how some of these songs got Wayne legally in trouble. But mixtapes heavily impacted artists like Lil Wayne and Young Jeezy at the time, which hyped up fans for their upcoming albums. On DJ Drama's Gangsta Girls podcast, Lil Wayne discussed his approach to mixtapes. Wayne said that other artists don't do mixtapes like how he does it. He wants the hottest song out at the moment. The only rapper that Wayne listens to is himself, so he relied on Mac Main to inform him on what's hot in the streets musically. So recording the song was Lil Wayne's first time hearing a lot of those songs, and when he went into the booth, he ripped the instrumentals. He approached the songs as if the artist called him for a feature. But when it comes to Dedication 2, to me, there are a lot of standout tracks. No Other, Dedication 2, Hustlin', Cannon, and This Is What I Call Her are some examples. The mixtape Dedication 2 also houses one of Wayne's most important and political songs, which is Georgia Bush.
Georgia Bush.
telling y'all lies on the news. The white people smiling like everything cool, but I know people that died in that pool. I know people that died in them schools.
Georgia Bush takes aim at the President of the United States back in 2006, which was George Bush. The song criticizes George Bush's response to Hurricane Katrina. Wayne also raps about how the hurricane has personally affected him. In the spring of 2007, Wayne released the third installment of his The Drought series. This is another mixtape that many also consider to be one of the greatest mixtapes of all time. Dropping two of the best mixtapes of all time back to back in less than a year is absolutely ridiculous. The punchlines and wordplay on this mixtape are off the charts. I genuinely believe that no rapper in history, in existence, is touching this version of Wayne. He was hot in the streets, all over the radio, all over the charts. The man was everywhere. And don't even get me started about the features that he was doing at the time. The man was just on another level. The Drought 3 is 29 tracks long, but it does not feel like a dread to listen to due to it being a very enjoyable listen. The mixtape starts out with Wayne rapping over the beat for Mim's song, This Is Why I'm Hot. Outside of the intro, this tape has so many bangers. Perhaps one of, if not the biggest songs from this tape is Ride For My, aka Sky's the Limit. There are 2 uploads of the song alone on YouTube that have over 26 million views.
Mobile games are going big.
I ain't gotta lie when I tell you I'm the illest. My flow is nasty, like CY Phyllis.
Sky's the Limit is such a dope song, and the funny thing about the song is that it was because of this track Wayne wanted the Drought 3 to be deleted after its release. Cortez Bryant, Lil Wayne's former manager, said in an interview with Fake Shore Drive that Lil Wayne wanted to scrap the Drought 3 due to a lyric error in the song. In the song Sky's the Limit, Wayne misspells the word syphilis. He spells it C-Y Phyllis, which is incorrect because the word syphilis starts with an S, not a C. Because of this, Wayne wanted the mixtape to be taken down due to him being a perfectionist. But Cortez informed Wayne that they already had thousands of tapes ready and it was already uploaded online. This isn't the only error that Lil Wayne has had in a song, because fans of Wayne know that he once misspelled the word phenomenal in a song by rapping that Weezy F baby and the F is for phenomenal, when obviously phenomenal starts with a P. But the Drought 3 has so many good songs,
I thought he did that
man.
on purpose.
Too many to go in depth with one by one. Songs like Black Republicans, Upgrade, We Taking Over Remix, Dough Is What I Got, Live from 504, King Kong, Set 2, etc. If you have not heard this
named like
mixtape,
7 of
you
them.
are definitely slacking.
Oh, he even got some of the new ones. Oh shit.
Now we're in the second half of detailing Wayne's mixtape career, and it starts with the release of Dedication 3. This was released 5 months after the Carter 3 came out, and Wayne was the biggest and hottest rapper in the game, with that album selling over 1 million copies in its first week. All the more impressive that the music industry was in a slump at the time. Dedication 3 definitely differed from the first two. By this time, Lil Wayne started heavily using and experimenting with autotune. He still came with the bars, but the sound of his projects started to change. Lil Wayne also used Dedication 3 to promote his artists such as Drake, Nicki Minaj, Jay Mills, Tyga, etc. One of the most popular songs on Dedication 3 is a song titled Still I Rise, which is entirely by Nicki Minaj. Before this mixtape, Nicki Minaj was supposed to appear on the Gucci Mane mixtape The Movie, which came out 2 months before Dedication 3. The movie was a part of DJ Drama's Gangsta Grill's mixtape series. Nicki Minaj's verse was cut from one of the songs on the mixtape because DJ Drama did not think that she was hot enough at the time as an artist. Because of this, he made sure that Nicki Minaj appeared on Dedication 3 because she was about to get left off of the mixtape entirely, according to him. Now, there are a lot of people who do not like Dedication 3, and the main reason why is because of the features and their performances. While D3 is no D2, there are still some really good songs on here. Ain't I is definitely one of my favorite songs on the tape.
Yeah.
D Pleaser and Stuntin' are two other songs to mention. What I will say is that Lil Wayne definitely made up for D3 with the release of his next mixtape, No Ceilings. This came out in October of 2009 and is up there with some of Wayne's best mixtapes. No Ceilings is one of the few mixtapes that Wayne released that has appeared on DSPs. No Ceilings was re-released to DSPs in 2020 with 12 tracks from the original 21. Songs like Pop That No Ceilings, Ice Cream Paint Job, I Got No Ceilings, Run This Town, and Poker Face were omitted from the re-release, most likely due to sample clearance issues. I can imagine the cost of clearing songs like I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas and Run This Town by Jay-Z is hefty. But all wasn't bad though, because the re-release still managed to have classic songs such as Wasted, Break Up, Throw It In, etc. One of the most known songs from No Ceilings has to be Swag Surfing. The way that Lil Wayne took that song and made it into his own should be studied. Some say that it's better than the original version, which is debatable, but Wayne really did absolutely obliterate
a lot
that
of
track.
his songs are better
Also,
than the original
on the re-release
versions.
of No Ceilings, Lil Wayne included one of his most popular unreleased songs dedicated to Kobe Bryant. After Kobe's passing, Lil Wayne included it as a bonus track to the re-release of No Ceilings and updated it to honor Kobe. Right after this mixtape, Lil Wayne had to do time in jail due to pleading guilty to attempted criminal possession of a weapon stemming from a 2007 incident when police found a pistol in his possession. In March of 2010, Lil Wayne was sentenced to 1 year in Rikers Island, which is a jail in New York. He ended up serving 8 months of his 1-year sentence and was released in November of that year. In 2011, Wayne released the mixtape Sorry for the Wait. The meaning behind the title was Wayne apologizing for the constant delays of the Carter 4. Sorry for the Wait was released in July of 2011 and the Carter 4 dropped the next month. This is another very popular and praised mixtape from Lil Wayne. The most played
album
song
cover's
from it
crazy.
has to be Sure Thing, which has an upload on YouTube that has over 43 million views. To be honest, there aren't really any skips on this mixtape. You have Tunechi's Back, Marvin's Room, Racks, Gucci Gucci, etc. The song Rollin' is definitely the highlight of the tape for me.
Oh my God, here we go. Kimberly calculated from the beginning, how do I be?
To my big homies, Fifi and G Streets, scope on that AK.
Let me take a sneak peek.
Sorry for the Wait is another mixtape that found its way to DSPs. The mixtape was re-released on streaming platforms in 2022. All of the songs on the original mixtape surprisingly made the cut. Wayne also added 4 newly recorded songs, with those being Cameras, Lil Romeo, Antihero, and Blue Snappin'. As I said, the Carter 4 was released a month after Sorry for the Wait, and that album sold nearly 1 million copies in its first week. Wayne was still on top, which leads us to Dedication 4, which came out in September of 2012. Just like the Carter 4, this project suffered multiple delays before its official release. Upon release, the mixtape received mixed reviews, but reviews more so scaled to be not favorable. I'm very 50-50 on this mixtape, but songs like Green Ranger, No Lie, Mercy, and Cash Out are really good to me. The song No Worries from this mixtape ended up being a single for Wayne's 2013 album I Am Not a Human Being 2. No Worries peaked at number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100. A couple days short of a year after the release of Dedication 4 came the release of Dedication 5. My favorite tracks from Dedication 5 have to be Type of Way, Don't Kill, You Ain't Even Know, and F With Me You Know I Got It. Dedication 5 is another long Lil Wayne mixtape with a total of 29 songs. His next mixtape, Sorry for the Wait 2, cut back down to 18 tracks. This mixtape was released in January of 2005. Sorry for the Wait 2 is the sequel to the first Sorry for the Wait, but this time the wait was for the Carter 5. Fans of Lil Wayne already know that the Carter 5 was delayed into oblivion until it finally released in 2018, 3 years after this project. Besides Sorry for the Wait 2, there were multiple other mixtapes that were also released before the album. Hands down, my favorite song from Sorry for the Wait 2 is Dreams and Nightmares.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Shoot you in your head, then just walk off like I didn't. Let my
Coco and Ish are 2 other popular songs from the tape as well. Later on in 2015, Wayne released No Ceilings 2. This came out in November of that year, just months after the release of his Free Weezy project. I'm personally not a huge fan of No Ceilings 2. It's nowhere close to the first one in my opinion, but others might disagree, and that's alright with me. After the release of No Ceilings 2, Wayne did not drop another official mixtape for 2 years. The next mixtape would not come about until May of 2017 when the collab mixtape between T-Pain and Lil Wayne dropped. This was recorded 8 years prior in 2009,
I feel like that was
but
out
due to
when I was in
various
high
reasons,
school.
the mixtape did not release for years. Listen to Me is by far the best song on the tape. At the end of 2017, Lil Wayne and DJ Drama released the 6th installment of the Dedication series. The very next month after its release, in January of 2018, came the release of Dedication 6 Reloaded. Dedication 6 was 15 tracks, and the Reloaded version had 20 additional tracks, bringing the total for both projects to 35 songs. Lil Wayne really tried his best to feed his fans during the long wait for the Carter 5, which was released later on in 2018. After Dedication 6 Reloaded, Wayne did not drop another mixtape until 2020 with the release of No Ceilings 3. This mixtape has 2 sides, with side A being released in November of 2020, while side B released the next month. No Ceilings 3 was very important to Wayne because he felt like the mixtape game seemed to be a dying art, and since he's one of the pioneers, he felt like he really had to resurrect it. Just like any Lil Wayne tape dropping back in the day, No Ceilings 3 crashed Dat Piff multiple times upon its release. One of the most popular songs from the tape has to be BB King Freestyle.
Check deposits, high rises with extra closets. The sex platonic, I talk intelligent, texty bonics.
After No Ceilings 3,
Trust
Lil Wayne
Fund
dropped
Babies.
2 more mixtapes.
There's
the
like
first
2 good
one
songs
was the
on that
collab
one.
mixtape with Rich the Kid titled Trust Fund Babies. This came out in October of 2021. The last mixtape that he has to date is titled The Fix Before the Six. This came out in September of 2023. As the title of the mixtape says, this mixtape was supposed to hold over fans until the release of the Carter 6, which still has yet to release as of the time of this recording. Hold on though, because the video is not done. There are still some mixtapes from Wayne that I do want to talk about, some official and some unofficial with leaked music.
Now with ShipStation, we are shipping 500 beauty boxes a month.
shit.
It takes less than 5 minutes, and get beauty in the hands of women who are battling.
My house has a lobby. Bro, he named so many of them, I forgot he didn't even mention these. Let's see, One Night Only's on this one. Fuck. I can't name songs on this one. I know them, but I can't think of the names of them. I don't know what the fuck this is. T-roll another one. What's just? My bad. I just saw you just a minute ago. I didn't even see you comment in here. Isn't he bad? He ain't speaking on Deep Sleep. I'm the only person in America with that mixtape. Is that the one you were bragging about a few months back or like a year ago? I do recall you saying something about that. Sheesh, dude. There's just so much music, bro. There's so much.
The Empire.
I remember this out when I was in college.
Lil Wayne
So,
is no
bro.
stranger to getting his music leaked, and this is something that occurred very frequently in his prime years. One of the
shit.
sources for unofficial Wayne mixtapes was The Empire, who had the mixtape series
The
Drought
Empire.
Is Over. The first one was released around the same time as The Drought 3 in 2007 and had a lot of songs that appeared on that project. Songs like Dipset, Live from 504, Dipset 2, etc. The Drought Is Over 2, the Carter 3 sessions, was released
That's-
months after this and caused...
Bro, this cover is always hilarious to me because like he's standing there like that, but the bus is going down, you see this dude here, but then you just see this one arm over here, like this dude's dead. There ain't no way.
a ton of problems. Many songs that appeared on this mixtape were recorded with the intention of being on the Carter 3. In fact, you can even hear Wayne mention the Carter 3 or C3 on some songs on the tape. Lil Wayne strongly disliked the Empire, and in interviews, he had to clear up his own comments due to Lil Wayne dissing mixtape DJs. He cleared it up by saying that he was not pissed at DJs in general, but at Empire in particular. Wayne said that he did not mess with him and that he put out a CD of him every month and did not even know what he looked like. Empire, on the other hand, denied this and said that he spoke to Lil Wayne after The Drought Is Over Part 2 came out and they were supposed to work out a situation where they could work together. The Empire further said that Wayne hosted his first Empire tape, so for him to say that he did not know him was flat out wrong. He would also say that he feels like he did more good than bad for Wayne. This is most likely due to the popularity of his tapes, which added to Lil Wayne's buzz at the time. I mentioned Cortez Bryant earlier, and in his interviews with Fake Short Drive, he talks about the leaks of this era. This interview occurred in 2020, and to that point, Cortez still did not know how Lil Wayne's songs were leaking. He mentions that a lot of leaks in that era occurred during the distribution process, and all it took was for one person who was a part of that process to upload a CD online. But years before this interview, the Empire spoke about the leaks, and he said that he actually got music from people inside of Lil Wayne's camp from somebody who sits right next to him on his tour bus. Back to The Drought Is Over 2, the Carter 3 sessions, and this mixtape is loaded with great songs. Something You Forgot is definitely a song of note.
a horseshoe. Sorry for the trouble that I put you in your heart through. God knows that I do anything for the part two.
Something You Forgot is insanely popular, with one upload of the song on YouTube having over 28 million views, while another has 26 million. One of the saddest Lil Wayne songs is also on this tape, and that's I Feel Like Dying.
This song still creeps me out to this day.
This is one of those songs that Wayne said C3 at the beginning of. I Feel Like Dying most likely did not make the Carter 3 due to him being sued over the sample of the song. I Feel Like Dying sampled the song once by Karma. There were lawsuits over the song, with Karma suing Lil Wayne and then Wayne suing Rebel Rock Productions Inc., who produced the song, for illegally sampling. Cortez also spoke on the song, saying that it's one of his favorite Lil Wayne songs. I Feel Like Dying was not only a popular song online, but it was also a popular song live. Unfortunately, Cortez said that they got an injunction to stop playing the song at shows. During his interview with Fake Shore Drive, Cortez spoke about the song not being able to be cleared, but one of the producers of the song responded in a tweet about the interview, saying that this was incorrect and they would love to clear the song. This was in 2020, but 4 years later, the song has yet to be officially released. Prostitute is another song from this tape that I wanted to talk about. Another very popular song from the tape.
See, I had to tell my nigga, little boy, I met a girl like you. 'Cause I ain't never met another girl like you.
The song is known as Prostitute, but it's also known as Prostitute Flange due to that being the name of the file when the song leaked. The flange in the name is most likely because there was a flanger effect placed on the vocals for the song. Some people prefer Prostitute 2, but the first song remains nostalgic for a lot of people. It's rumored that the song is about Corinne Steffens, aka Superhead, whom Wayne was once romantically linked with. There have been other songs like Mona Lisa from the Carter 5 that are reportedly about her, which she's on record saying that Mona Lisa resembles a lot of the nights about her house back then when she was involved with Wayne. But the next installment in the Drought Is Over series is The Drought Is Over 3, Who is the Predator, with Jadakiss. This was released in October of 2007. People refer to this as a rare tape, but I did manage to find an upload on YouTube. One song I instantly recognized on this tape is being the song I'm Raw.
Man, I got old bread like stale biscuits. You feeling froggy, all you gotta do is yell.
That shit was out way
Turn
before
your ass
then.
to a statue like an exhibit. Now let's get it.
The Drought Is Over 4 returned to the Carter 3 sessions, released the same month as The Drought Is Over 3, Who is the Predator. Looking at the track list for this mixtape, some might recognize that the song Comfortable featuring Babyface is on it. This song was unfortunately leaked before the release of the Carter 3, but despite this, Wayne still released the song anyway when it was time to drop the album. Due to the leaking of his songs, Wayne had to essentially redo the entire Carter 3 album to the album that we have today. This is why the album did not come out until the summer of 2008. The Drought Is Over 4 does have some really popular songs on it, like Pussy Money Weed, When They Come For Me, and Ask Them. But the song from this tape that always gets me turned is Brand New.
Let's go. Riding around the city with some brand new heat. Brand new car, brand new feet. Brand new seats, brand new smell. Put out the roach like a brand new L.
The Drought Is Over 5
That's
Grand
just
Closing
crazy.
was the last of the Empire mixtapes to drop before the Carter 3. This dropped in March of 2008, just 2 months before the album in June. The only song of note that appears on this tape is the original version of Amelie, which became a single for the Carter 3 despite it being leaked. The version that appears on the mixtape differs from the official version. Different lines here and there, extra verses, etc. Those in the know would know that Corey Guns was on the original track before getting taken off entirely, leaving Amelie as a solo track for Wayne. Peter Guns, the father of Corey Guns, said in an interview with DJ Vlad that he was responsible for leaking the version of Amelie with his son on it because he felt like his son was not going to end up on the official version. He turned out to be right, and this got his son a lot of attention because he absolutely ripped the track. The last mixtape to be released in the Drought Is Over series was the Drought Is Over 6, The Reincarnation. This came out in November of 2008 after the release of the Carter 3. After the release of the Carter 3, there were plans to release a new version of the Carter 3 titled The Carter 3 The Rebirth, the birth of a new beginning. This newer version was set to have all new songs, and one of the confirmed songs that was going to be on the tape is a song called Eat You Alive. This song appears on the Jardis Over 6, The Reincarnation.
Watch NCAA March Madness live and catch every buzz.
Welcome to the card, little shop of harbor.
The
Level
Empire.
like a period, after the arbor. Doctor, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, yeah. Not Georgetown, but I'm a uptown hard.
The Empire.
Bro, I'm so
Another
old,
notable
man.
track on this mixtape is Louisiana, which is a diss track aimed at 50 Cent over comments he made about Lil Wayne in 2007, calling him a whore because Wayne was doing a lot of work with everyone. Those who were outside at that time would know that Lil Wayne was everywhere and anywhere, but I don't think that justifies 50 Cent's comments.
That sounds like
See You in
some
My
50
Nightmares
Cent would
appears on
say.
the tape, but by the time this mixtape was released, it had already appeared on Kanye's 2008 album 808s and Heartbreak. The Empire also had the leak series of Wayne as well, but there are some other tapes that I do want to cover. In February of 2006 came the release of the W. Carter collection hosted by Mick Boogie. The name of the mixtape is an obvious nod to Jay-Z's S. Carter Reebok collection. A couple weeks after this came the release of the Carter 2 Part 2, Like Father, Like Son. A couple months later came the release of the W. Carter Collection 2 hosted by Mick Boogie again. In August of that year, the Jewels and Lil Wayne Blow mixtape was released, which was set to be a prequel to their long-awaited collab tape, I Can't Feel My Face, which still has yet to come out. I already have a whole video detailing the history behind the situation. I'll put a link in the description for you guys
word.
if you want to learn more. In early December of
Louisiana.
2006 came the release of Louisiana, hosted by Raj Smooth. Later on that month, Raj Smooth hosted another mixtape titled The Carter Files. It's 23 tracks long and features leftover music from Wayne's 2004 album, The Carter. And just like that, I have detailed a majority of Lil Wayne's long but legendary mixtape career. Mixtape Wayne is truly a different breed, and listening to a lot of these songs in the video during the making of it brought back a ton of memories, and I hope that it did for you as well.
Hell yeah,
I was
it did.
inspired to make this video.
Remember
not
time
only
and
because
place.
I wanted to make another video on Wayne, but I'm a huge fan of sports. I definitely feel Lil Wayne when he says
And
that
these
he does
pictures
not listen
too,
to a lot
like
of rap,
shit.
because as a content creator on YouTube, I don't really watch a ton of other content in the same realm of what I do. This leaves me to watch other things related to sports, comedy, and video games, to name a few. One of the sports that I really like watching is MMA, so I watch a lot of UFC content. Some time ago, I came across these mythical fighter videos that I thought were really cool, and I got an idea to flip it and relate it to rap. I thought that Mixtape Wayne was the perfect mythical rapper to start with, and I'm very interested in making this into a series. Make sure to comment down below some mythical rappers so I can get some ideas. All in all, let me know what you guys thought of the video in the comment section below. I love you guys with all my heart. Peace.
Bro, that shit. When you talk about bringing up memories, man, that shit brings up a lot of fucking high school memories, fucking a whole lifetime ago. That was insane. That was insane. Dylon better, Dylon. The Wayne Jules was gas. Yeah, it was. There's a few songs that came out from that shit. That couple still I need to fucking put back in rotation from that mixtape. Did you have these pics on your MySpace? I did, bro. Remember in MySpace you had to like code the shit, and you could have like as soon as you go to your page, like it would play their song, and then they would be like, whatever they were doing, like the background would be animated. I think I had one of Lil Wayne. He was like driving the car. He was like lean back driving the car, and like the window was like the background was moving and shit, and like his earrings would light up and shit. Like, bro, that was a good era. That was a good era for music too. I was glad he mentioned Gucci in there, because Gucci has some good ones in that time as well. But yeah, but I remember seeing a lot of those pictures, bro, when we would be fucking we'd be smoking and shit. It's like when YouTube was real new, and you would just pull up different Lil Wayne songs or whatever songs, and like there's no video. It's just a picture of like the mixtape, or like how they just had like random ass pictures. That would just be the picture, and you just be sitting there fucking smoking, chilling and shit, fucking faded, just fuck around, just staring at the fucking, just this picture on the YouTube, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it brings back a lot of memories back to my youth. I had hair and shit. Yeah, that was a good video, and he did that all in 36 minutes. Man, that was very efficient because he covered a lot of shit. That was dope. I fucked with that.